Live. I love it. It's Friday, and I am so excited about today for so many great reasons. First thing, it's the first time we're doing Chat with Sami. I love seeing you every single day since we started the quarantine, since school got out. And the one thing I was missing was being able to chat with you guys, being able to see you guys and actually like talk with you. And so that's what today's about. That was the whole reason I started everything we're doing, is because I wanted to chat with you guys and talk. I'm going to get right to some shout outs. And if we're going to start the shout outs, I want to go ahead and say right now to Jessica Katz Amy. She's an amazing teacher at Thomas Edison Language Institute. Her kids, Fiona and Josh, you got this. I want to do a big shout out to Hope and Ivanka. They've been watching Sami Circuit every single day, and they're amazing. I see a lot of people coming on. Flavio, you're amazing. I'm going to say, Shauna, keep going. Redodil, Northridge Elementary. I love Northridge. And hey, if I get your name wrong, I'm just going to say it again because I never give up. I'm going to keep these shout outs going. Mrs. Hines, she's an amazing school counselor at Star Academy, Natomas Charter School. I want to say thank you for being on the chat today. She's going to be on the chat with us, chiming in, talking. Thank you for being here. She's amazing. Courtney Adams, Sienna, and Paulo, they've been riding their bike. I'm going to do a shout out to Nico, Sienna, Paulo. They're awesome. And they've been riding their bike with their Sami Circuit shirt on. And they're saying, never give up. Keep going. That's the kind of positivity I love. Ellie from Venso Brown Elementary School. She wants a shout out to Mrs. Fernandez and Mrs. Chandler. Those are two amazing teachers at Venso Brown. Venso Brown, you got this. Let's keep it going. And I'm going to be answering questions. So if you're watching right now, make sure you keep typing in. I'm going to be getting questions as we go. Hey, Ella has a birthday on Monday. Hey, Ella, you got this. I want to do a shout out to Karen Dooley, Mrs. Dooley's class, kindergarten class, Sargent Elementary. You got this. Yeah, it's different getting to talk to you guys. When I was doing Sami Circuit before, I was just moving, exercising. I never had time to stop and actually just have these conversations. Big shout out to McKenna G. McKenna's been sending me messages the last couple days. She says, you inspire me. Well, you inspire me too. Thanks for believing me. Remember, Sami stands for, you can see it, strive, achieve, motivate, inspire. Let's inspire one another. Let's do some positive, great things every day. Let's stay positive. Let's keep that smile on our face. Sometimes I get nervous. Sometimes I get a little worried, but then I just think about positive, good thoughts, things that make me happy. One thing that's always made me happy is, being able to see you guys, having this time together. This is something that's really brought me through this whole time that we're all going through. Every day I think about that and it brings a smile on our face. Let's focus on the positive, awesome things. We have a question from Jessica. Jessica says, Sami, how do we stay active when we have to stay inside? Well, we all need motivation to stay active. I'll tell you, when I saw videos of you guys doing Sami Circuit at home, that was huge motivation for me because when we get up off the couch, we can move however we want to move. Moving and exercising makes you... Wait, do you guys finish that sentence? Come on. Exercise makes you... That's right. Exercise makes you happy. So what are ways we can move and exercise? Well, I don't know what kind of exercise equipment you guys have. Some kids have jump ropes. I always exercise without any equipment because I've always wanted everybody to be a part of it. So, for example, I'll do an imaginary jump rope in case kids don't have them. I've got the blinking jump rope sticks. When we do boxing circuit, I'll grab some 3-pound weights, but sometimes I'll grab anything, a water bottle. I'll grab a remote control. Just use your imagination. Use your imagination. We've done that so many times. We've traveled different places. But you can get up, put on some music. That's my favorite part about dancing. If you've watched all the Sami Circuit live streams, you'll see me doing my sweet dance moves. This one's called the sprinkler. One kid was saying, Sami, can you do the renegade? That's going to take a lot of practice. I looked at that dance move the other day. I don't know if I can do it, but I always say never give up. So we'll see. I did the floss one time. My favorite thing about dancing is it doesn't matter if you think that you're the best or if you're good at it. You move, it makes you feel happy, it makes you feel better. So how can we move inside? Use your imagination. I have a lot of ideas on all my exercise live streams. Go through them. One time we did sports moves where I grabbed a football and started throwing the football. I started grabbing, well, actually, I didn't even have a football. It was all with my imagination. I act like I was kicking a soccer ball. You know, whatever you want to do, just find a way to move. I'd say the biggest thing is we got to have motivation. You're my motivation, so find something that inspires you. Find something that motivates you and get up off the couch every single day. I want to do a big shout out right now. I love these shout outs coming in live. This is so cool. I want to do a shout out to Mrs. Lynn at Ridgeview Elementary School. You know, Ridgeview is a special school to me. 8 years ago when I started Sami Circuit, Ridgeview was one of the first schools that I got to go to. Patrice McCollum, she was the principal at the time. She gave me a shot. And you know, that's that first year, you always know the people that believe in you before you start doing really well in whatever your dreams are. People have to believe in you in the beginning. Ridgeview Elementary was one of those amazing schools. I want to do a shout out to Andrea Carano. Andrea, you got this. She's a teacher at Junction Elementary School. That's a school I didn't get to see this year, but don't worry, I never give up. I want to see Junction next year. And they say, thank you for your workouts. Thanks for inspiring us. Well, thank you. It's a two-way street. You know, we're a team. So thank you so much. And your kids, Carter and Adeline at Chilton Middle School. You guys are in middle school and you're watching Sami Circuit. Thank you for believing in me. From the bottom of my heart, thank you so much. Let's keep it going. I want to get some more awesome chats, some good stuff going on. Mrs. Corey, third grade teacher. I'm going to see what school. David Rowe from Northridge Elementary School. I want to do, how about right now we talk about Armando Pacheco, Steve Hong. Sammy, when is my birthday? My birthday is June 26th. That's my birthday. So yeah, it's coming up. Carolyn says, Mrs. Hines says, Sammy, when you are lonely, can you reach out and talk to someone and tell them how you feel? Call a relative, family member, email a teacher or friend, or do something kind for somebody. That's exactly right. Thank you for that comment. Whenever I feel sad, the worst thing that you can do is keep it to yourself. You want to talk to people who care about you. Talk about what's going on. You know, I get up, and a lot of times when I get frustrated, I'll work out those frustrations. And so, you know, that's a great thing. Talk to people who care about you. Talk about the things that are on your mind. Because if you don't, if you keep everything inside, that becomes kind of like the negative voice. I've talked about that, and I've had so many kids say, Sammy, I've got that negative voice in my head. Sammy, what do I do? Well, first of all, you talk to somebody. The more that you keep those negative words in your mind, the more you say them to yourself, the more that they become true to you. And I never want you to think those negative words are true. You know, I've said these words so many times. You got this. Let me say it again. You got this. Hey, how many times am I going to say those words? Guess what? I'm going to say them as many times as I can, because I need to hear those words, and you need to hear those words, and your families need to hear those words. You know, when you hear somebody, and I'm talking to all the kids for a moment, when you hear somebody in your family who's sad or frustrated, you know, you can make a difference. And when you believe you can make a difference, that's when you can. So I'm telling you, say positive words. Give them some good words to say. You got this. I believe in you. Don't worry. We can do it. Get back up. When we fall down, we get back up. My very first live stream I did, this is 23 days ago when I first started. I got onto live stream. The internet was too slow, and the whole broadcast had lag time in it. When I got off, I felt so defeated. I felt so sad. But the cool thing was that I had people around me. They didn't just let me stay sad. They said, Sammy, get up. We got this. We're going to make it better. Let's fix all the problems. We came back in day 2, and it was perfect. It was one of the greatest feelings to not give up. So remember, we never give up. We keep going. This is a question I'm getting right now. Jataro says, Jataro has a birthday on Sunday. Jataro, happy birthday. And the question I'm getting is, Sammy, how do you feel when you exercise at schools? Well, I feel happy because I'm surrounding myself with positive people. I'm surrounding myself with a bunch of amazing kids and amazing teachers. And that makes me happy. I love being around people who believe in me. I love being around people who support me. And I miss seeing you guys in schools. You know, I'm not going to keep that in. Mrs. Hines was saying, when you have a thought or a feeling, don't keep it in. You got to talk about it. I miss you guys. I'll say it again. I miss you guys. I wish I could see you guys. But guess what? I'm doing the best that I can to connect with you, to see you. And you guys are tuning in, so you're doing the best you can as well. So guess what? That's great right now. And I'm not giving up. So thank you for all the great comments. Big shout out. Mrs. Dooley says, exercise makes you happy. It definitely does. Beckett and Blair feel amazing after they exercise. Beckett, Blair, you got this. Let's do some more shout outs. Green Hills Elementary School. Green Hills is another one of the schools, one of these schools that believed in me 8 years ago. Peter Town, great principal. Everybody at Green Hills, you're amazing. Peter Town's at Wheatland Elementary now. Wheatland Elementary, you got this. All the teachers at Green Hills have believed in me over the last 8 years. I want to do a big shout out to Green Hills, all the amazing teachers. Shout out right now. It says, Sammy, thank you so much for the shout out. You made my birthday super special. Happy birthday again. Sammy, do you get nervous before you go to schools? I used to get really nervous. I'll tell you the truth. I was kind of nervous before this question and answer. And this first time we're doing Chat with Sammy, before we started, I was really nervous because it's the first time that I'm doing something like this. When I first started going into schools, I was nervous. I was scared all the time. But now that I've done it for 8 years, I don't get as nervous. I don't get as scared. Today, this is my first time, so I felt nervous again. But that's not a bad thing. Sometimes we get nervous before we do things for the very first time, and it just makes us stronger. For example, when we're done with the first Chat with Sammy this Friday, I'm going to be stronger when I leave this studio. By the way, McCrary Studios, that's where I'm at today. I saw you at my mom's house before, but look at this amazing setup. They wanted to give us this setup so that I could have a really amazing Chat with Sammy session. So, hey, thank you, Chris McCrary. Awesome place. I love it. Now, let's keep it going. Question and answer. It says this. It says, Sammy, somebody wants to know if you know of the EDM artist. It says The Rat. I don't know of that EDM artist, but I'll check it out when we're done on the live cast. Real quick, I want to talk about travel, vacation and travel. We went to some amazing places last week. This week we went to outer space. We went to the gym. We went to our house. We stayed at home one day. We had some cool times. We went to school one day. Where should we go next week? I'm looking right now to see somebody. It says, never give up. Renee Garcia, never give up. Emma from Green Hills says hi. It's my 8th birthday. Hey, real quick, let's talk about where we're going next week. Does anybody have any ideas of where we can travel? Aurora from Carriage Elementary School. Armando from Canyon Oaks Elementary. Here we go. It says this. It says, happy birthday. She turned 11 on April 13th. Well, hey, it's different. Birthdays are different this year, huh? It's amazing that, things change so fast, but we adapt to different situations. We never give up. I'm so proud of you guys. We can turn any situation into a positive. We have that power to do that. Let me get a nice drink of water. Who's got their water? Next time you see me, it's going to be my Sammy Circuit water bottle. But today, if you got a water, let's do a water cheers together. Here we go. Man, that water's good. All right. Happy 5th birthday to Molly. I love that. Let me get some more questions in here. I had some amazing questions. It says, Sammy, this is from Alice Bailey. And if I say your name wrong, you can always message me in. She goes to Woodside K8 and she says, Sammy, what happens if we don't eat healthy? Well, that's an interesting question. What happens if we don't eat healthy? Well, we want to take care of ourselves. And part of taking care of ourselves, which I call self-respect, that's eating healthy. We put good things in our body because we want to stay healthy and happy as much as we can. Now, what happens? Well, when you're a kid, it's a little different, but I can tell you when you get older, you know if you're not eating healthy because your body doesn't feel as good mentally and physically. And so it's good to do that as a kid because when you eat healthy when you're younger, you're going to have those habits for the rest of your life. For example, if you don't eat vegetables when you're younger, it's going to be a lot more likely that you don't eat vegetables when you get older. That's why I'm always wanting vegetables. Jordan would throw me a carrot. I'd eat the carrot. He'd throw me celery. One time I ate Brussels sprouts. Who saw that? That was the third day that I did my broadcast. I ate Brussels sprouts. I'll eat any vegetable at any time. But the thing is, I always think like it's me versus the vegetable. And who's going to win and who's going to lose? I want to win. When I say these words, I believe that we will win. Come on, I want to hear everybody. Right now, you're watching live. Let's say it together because you can feel that energy out there. I believe that we will win. So when I say win, I don't mean like just winning like a sporting event, winning your soccer game. I mean just like being successful in what we do. Like, for example, I want to help as many kids as I can, and I'm going to be successful in that. So I want to win. I want to be successful in all the things that I do. So when it comes to eating vegetables, if I'm looking at a Brussels sprout, I'm going to think to myself, who's going to win? Me or the Brussels sprout? It's going to be me. So it's like, that's how I think about when it comes to vegetables. Even if a vegetable doesn't taste that good, I know how strong you are. I know how strong I am. So I'm going to eat that vegetable. If it's me versus the vegetable, I'm going to win. So I'm always challenging you guys. Eat your vegetables every day. Let's eat healthy. Now, a kid said, well, what if I don't eat healthy? What if I don't exercise? Well, you're still amazing. That doesn't change. But I don't want you to just sit on the couch and say I'm amazing. I want you to do some amazing things. Keep exercising. Keep taking care of yourself. And what do we do when we value things? We take care of them. So take care of yourself and motivate your family to make good choices. Eat healthy. Exercise makes you happy. Oh, wow. Some kids are saying, Sammy, can we add a new exercise? Absolutely. Message in new exercises you guys want to try. Also, Mexico. Somebody wants to go to the white sands in Mexico. I've got some other great things. And, you know, I'll tell you, now that I'm at McCrary's Furniture and we're broadcasting live, next week we can do so much more. We're going to go to some amazing places. The white sands in Mexico, that's a great place. Where else should we go? I want to do, real quick, a shout out. Ariel wants a shout out for Star King K8. Ariel, you got this. What do you do for fun besides live streaming every single day? Well, I love my family, and I'll tell you something we're doing that's really cool tonight. We set up a tent in our house. Some people can do it in their backyard. We set up a tent. So tonight, we're going camping at our house. I got that idea from one of the great families that have been watching Sammy's Circuit on live stream. They said, Sammy, because we went to Yosemite last week, and we did in our imagination. You guys remember that? We went to Yosemite, and it was so much fun. They said, Sammy, because of that, we set up a tent in our backyard, and we called it Backyard National Park. They used their imagination. They made it so fun. And I love that. So what we're doing, what my family's doing tonight is we're going to camp out in our tent and act like it's a national park. And you know what? Just use your imagination. What kind of fun stuff can we do at home? Anything that we put our minds to. I love hanging out with my family. I love having grandma over, which is my mom. If you watched yesterday's live stream, you met my mom for the first time. My mom came on because up until this point, I've been broadcasting live from my mom's house. And so my mom came on, gave her a big hug, thanked her for letting us do that, because without her, none of this would have been possible up to this point. Thank you, Mom. You got this. I also want to say, if you're watching right now, make sure you press like on this video. I'm watching the likes right now, and that makes a big difference. When you When you press like on there and hit subscribe, hit the bell notifications, you will know when I go live every day. You'll know when Sami Circuit's about to begin. So click subscribe, pretty please. I love saying pretty please. Click subscribe and press the like button right now. Also, let's keep it going. Does Jordan have a beard? This is probably one of Nova. I see you, by the way. Can I get a smile? Yeah, I love that smiley face. Yes, Jordan has one of the most amazing beards I've ever seen. He came on. I don't know if you watched the London episode where we went to London. In between rounds 1 and rounds 2, Jordan came on to say some really emotional, amazing words. So when we're done today and you want to exercise, go to Sami Circuit in London. I believe that's episode number 20. Yeah, it's number 20. And if between round 1 and 2, you will get to see Jordan on that episode. But yeah, his beard is amazing, absolutely amazing. Jordan, you got this. I wish you guys could see him right now like I am. Jordan's amazing. He's here right now. He never gives up. Armando. Let's do a shout out to Mrs. Corey. Armando, you're awesome. Let's say, I've seen all these amazing schools so many times. Trajan Elementary School. Shout out to Trajan Elementary School. Valley View Elementary School. Lone Tree Elementary School. Let's keep it going. Mrs. Hines has some really great ideas. She says, Sami, next week, Australia. Let's go to the Outback next week. What do you guys think? I think that'd be fun. Legoland, Jurassic Park. I'll see what's going on with the copyright on those if we can go there, but I love it. Those places sound so fun to me, and we're going to decide where we're going next week by the time we're done with this podcast. It says, Lauren Alvord says, love having your episodes posted. We missed a couple days and went back to see those. Thank you. Yeah, you can go back at any time, see any episodes you want. Nova says, Sami, what do you like doing besides live streaming every day? Well, believe it or not, these live streams take a long time to make. Jordan and I have to go over everything before we start filming, and we're putting, like when you see 30-minute live stream, behind the scenes, it's like 5 or 6 hours, getting all the shout outs ready, memorizing what I'm going to say live so I don't make as many mistakes as I normally would. And I've made mistakes, but I just keep going. I don't let it stop me and I don't give up. So just remember, the live streams you watch, there's so much hard work behind it. So with that being said, when I'm done right now at this point, we're all staying at home. I'm going home to my family. My son and I have this big Lego set that we just got. It's like the Millennium Falcon Lego set. We're trying to put that together. I think he's a little too young for that right now because he's 6 years old. But I'm trying to do Lego sets. I'm trying to play with the kids as much as I can and just be there when I'm home. It says Skycrest Elementary School. Can we go to Skycrest Elementary School? Shout out. Skycrest, you got this. Cottage Elementary School. Let me see. From Mrs. Watts. Mrs. Watts is an amazing teacher. You got this. That's Amanda Bell. Amanda Bell. She has been watching every day with her whole family. Big shout out. Is Garrett there today? Hey, Garrett, you got this, buddy. Never give up. The Bell family. What else is going on? What else is going on out there? Here we go. Shout out to Marymount Elementary School, Mrs. McAllister's second grade class. I need some more questions here. Are the notes that you get from Jordan during Sami's Circuit real? The answer to that, and if you're looking right at me right now, this is my serious face. Are you ready? It's hard to be serious. My answer is yes. A lot of them, we don't put the names on because, there's some questions we don't want to have names on, but they're all from kids. They're all from things that people have said, and a lot of them are word for word. I know that those questions have really driven us because sometimes I'll be like, Jordan, I don't know what to say. And then boom, Sami Circuit website, a message comes in from an amazing kid, parent, or teacher, and it says a question that inspires the whole episode. So know this, all the live streams that we've done up until this point, they've been inspired by you guys. Seriously, I'll be like, I don't know what to say. because I made a decision to see you guys every day, but I didn't know how much work was going to go into it. So I started doing the live streams. I didn't know what to say, and your questions keep me going. So with that being said, I've said like this, subscribe, all that good stuff. Also, go to my website, SamiCircuit.com. You know how to spell Sami Circuit. It's right behind me. SamiCircuit.com. And it says, send Sami a message. It says shout outs, all that good stuff. I love questions. I love shout outs. And I love us believing in our amazing teachers. The challenge this week was believe in our teachers. And I've gotten over, I'd say at least 50 shout outs to teachers. And I want to keep that going next week, every week. I want to do shout outs for your amazing teachers. They believe in you so much. And to all the amazing teachers that are watching right now, you got this. Let's keep it going. Amanda Bell, how was my Easter? My Easter was really great. We had an Easter egg hunt for my 3 little kids. Eleanor is 18 months old. Charlotte is 3.5. She's almost 4. Actually, she's almost 4. Next month, she'll be 4 in May. And Christian is 6 years old. And we did a really cool Easter egg hunt for them. It was awesome. If you haven't met my kids, which I know you have because they're on my live streams, I did exercise with them at least 4 or 5 episodes so far. So go back. It's pretty wild how crazy it gets. There's a lot of chaos going on, but it's a fun workout. To all my kids, my family, my wife, Megan, you got this. Molly, you got this. Steve, you're amazing. You guys have been chatting every day. I've seen your names every day on the live stream. Let's keep it going. Sarah asked, what's my favorite vegetable? My favorite vegetable. Well, I love salad. I've always loved salad. I love carrots. It's funny. This is true. I really like Brussels sprouts. They're not my favorite, but I actually do like them. I like zucchini. I like broccoli. I love carrots. I love water chestnuts. Who's had a water chestnut before? It's in a lot of Chinese food. Water chestnuts. You've got... Gosh, there's so many vegetables I love. What's your favorite fruit? I love Fuji apples. I'll eat a Fuji apple any day of the week. Let's keep it going. Austin wants to know, did you play sports growing up? Well, Austin, I tried to play sports in elementary school. It didn't work out. My favorite sport to try to play in elementary school was kickball. I had an embarrassing moment on the playground. I went to kick the ball in front of everybody. I fell down, and everyone was laughing at me. Nobody was there to tell me to get back up. Like, I've said it before. When you fall down, you get back up. Well, nobody was there to tell me those positive words. And so I gave up. And finally, when I was in high school, I went out for the football team, and I made it my junior year. I made it on the varsity football team, and that was a really great moment for me. It gave me a lot of confidence, and that was the sport that I played in high school was football. But whatever sport you play, that's awesome. Some kids don't play sports. Some kids have other ways to exercise. Some kids do ballet. There's just so many ways. Swimming, and kids have messaged me saying, Sami, we're sad because we can't do our sport anymore. Well, this is just a small period of time. So in the meantime, we've done exercises where I'm making believe that we're swimming. Never give up. So keep going. I love playing sports. I love moving. I love dancing. And every day when we do Sami Circuit, we're getting off the couch, number 1. We're putting a smile on our face, staying positive, saying those good words. Matter of fact, look at somebody in your family. Tell them you got this. Let me look over here. Look at somebody in your family. Tell them you're amazing. All right, let's keep those positive words going. And to all the kids and the family members, let's exercise together as a family. Let's keep moving together. When the parents join in, it's powerful. And they do that because of all the kids. So keep motivating your family members. Keep inspiring them big time. Next week on Monday, we might go to Australia. We might go to Mexico. We might go to, I don't know, I heard some sandy beaches. I don't know where we're going to go next week, but I can't wait to see what's going on. We've got a couple more questions. We say, do you do live stream on the weekends? Live stream is Monday through Friday at 1 p.m. Monday through Thursday is going to be the normal live stream where we talk about challenges, shout outs, and exercise. Friday is Chat with Sami, where you guys can all chat with me and have exactly what we're doing right now. What's good to snack on before and after a workout from Renee? Well, before workouts, I like to have like a banana. Banana and fruit is a great, great, great snack to have because that natural sugar gives you energy and it makes you happier, makes you feel good. So always maybe a piece of fruit before exercise. And then when you're done, you can, whatever is coming up, maybe lunchtime or dinner time, just eat healthy. Vegetables, eat vegetables every day. Fruit, some grains, some rice is good, some kind of protein. Some kids love nuts, some kids don't. It's all different, so it's hard to go into it exactly, but I'd say fruit is a great thing to have before you exercise. Now, I'm going to take a couple more questions. We're running out of time. I do want to say this. It says, "You got this," to Mrs. Dooley. Oh, let's go to New York. I think that could be it. Who wants to go to New York on Monday? That's a place that I've wanted to go. A lot of people are going through tough times everywhere, especially in New York. I say we go to New York and show them some support and love. I say New York's a great place to go. And I want to do a shout out one more time to McCrary's Furniture. Thank you guys. Reporting live from McCrary's studio. You got this. Hey, thank you so much for tuning in today. Hey, never forget, you got this. No matter where you are. Let me say this the right way because I want to say goodbye to everybody. Make sure there's no more questions. Somebody said let's go to a water park. Wow, thank you guys for tuning in. I'm looking down. I'm seeing so many. Sammy, do you play video games? I do not play video games, and here's why. I'm too busy with Sammy's Circuit. I am too busy with Sammy's Circuit, and I'm trying to do the best that I can for you guys, so I don't have any time to play video games. But whatever you do, if you play video games, just make sure it's in moderation. Should we watch TV all day? No. Should we play video games all day? No. Let's get off the couch and try to keep moving as much as we can, especially since there's so much screen time going on. That is all the questions we have. Remember, next Friday, we're going to do this again. If you want to submit questions to me ahead of time, go to my website, sammycircuit.com. I'll see you guys Monday, 1 p.m., Sammy Circuit, live stream on YouTube. Never forget, no matter where you are, you got this. Bye, you guys. Yeah.